So, a judge has blocked the merger of WB and Paramount. Now, I ask you how. How can they allow that rhyme to play the game bars? Album dropping next week. Pre-order today. How can they allow Disney to acquire Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilm, and Fox? And you can't have Paramount acquire WB Discovery? That rhyme to the game bars. Album dropping next week. Pre-order today. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. And I hear there's a bunch of Hollywood folks that's trying to get this, done. Judge blocks WB Paramount. Let me see what article first comes up. So I saw it while scrolling. I was like, come on. Like, really? Let's see what NBC has to say. Paramount Skydance's takeover of Warner Bros. Discovery hit a roadblock Monday when a federal judge paused the proposed merger, granting a request from a coalition of 12 state attorneys generals who sued to thwart the $110 billion deal. So I'm trying to think. I'm like, you got Paramount Skydance, Warner Bros. Discovery, right? That would make them 4 companies combined. Disney, Lucasfilm, Fox, Pixar, Marvel. They're 5, right? Maybe whatever little ones are. This don't make no sense to me. U.S. District Judge of Northern District of California issued a temporary restraining order. A restraining order? Act like they're in a violent relationship here. Order barring Paramount from closing the transaction to corporate tie-up that would unite 2 movie studios, 2 streaming platforms, and 2 new organizations under the control of David Ellison, the son of billionaire technology tycoon Larry Ellison. The order said that the restraining order will remain in effect for 14 days. The judge who is presiding over the case scheduling an August 13 hearing on the state's motion for a preliminary injunction, which would squeeze the transaction while the legal process plays out. The plaintiffs, led by California Attorney General Rob Bonta, sued to block the merger July 13th, arguing that in a 38-page complaint that it would extinguish competition in Hollywood. How? I don't understand how. You still got other studios left. Look at Universal. Still got what? Columbia, right? Universal, Columbia, if they're still around. I know there's other ones. I feel like I'm, Sony Pictures. I know there's more. I'm just not, offhand. The unlawful merger of these 2 entertainment behemoths would lead to higher prices, lower quality, and less content for film. Really? And television, harming movie theaters, basic cable distributors, and ultimately audiences on every sofa and movie theater seat in the U.S., Bonta said in the state. How? I would like to know the specifics of how. And I want a comparison of what Disney owns compared to what this would do. As huge as Netflix is, they're going to let Netflix buy the Warner WB Studios, was it? Part of it? Anyway, Bonta and his fellow Democratic Attorney General contend that the transaction violates Section 7 of the Clayton Antitrust Act of 1914, a federal law that bars mergers likely to substantially lessen competition. Well, I don't know what they were talking about with Disney then. Shit. Now, where was this then? Actually, I think there was kind of an issue when they were trying to buy Fox, right? But they got it done. I remember that. The state argues the deal would reduce competition in these three areas: wide release theatrical film distribution, anticipated top grossing movie distribution, and the market for distributing basic cable channels to cable and satellite providers. I still don't see how this would be an issue, especially if they buy them, but they operate kind of separately. Because Disney kind of does it. They have their Disney films come out, and then they have their Pixar. Pixar's probably under Disney, but then they have their Marvel movies come out. They have their Star Wars movies come out. You know what I'm saying? Paramount has forcibly pushed back on those claims, arguing that the state's crusade is wrong in both the facts and the law, and blasting the restraining order bid as one of the weakest merger challenges in modern antitrust history. Ooh. In response to a Quest comment, for comment on temporary restraining order, a Paramount spokesperson said in part, "We are confident the evidence will demonstrate that the state's AG's antitrust arguments are without merit, as their alleged markets and claims of anti-competitive effects are without any basis in modern market realities." Well, if it's so clear, why would a judge who's supposed to know the law do it? Paid off? Or is it the truth? What's going on? The company has already received a regulatory clearance from the Justice Department, and it has touted similar approvals from other countries, including Australia and, China. Paramount executives are motivated to close the deal soon. That's partly because the company agreed to pay Warner Bros. Shareholders a ticking fee of 25 cents a share each quarter if the transaction isn't wrapped up by September 30th. Well, it's only for 14 days. You can do it. The potential penalty is worth more than $600 million per quarter. Here, WB is rather broke. Paramount owns a 114-year-old film studio, the Paramount Plus streaming service, the CBS broadcast network, and a suite of cable assets that include MTV, Nickelodeon, Warner Bros. Okay, Nickelodeon. Warner Bros. Owns a 116-year-old film studio, the cable brand CNN, HBO, and popular intellectual property such as Batman and Superman franchises. The state-driven lawsuit is the most significant threat to the deal since it was inked, though it is not the only hurdle standing in Paramount's way. The European Union's antitrust arm is reviewing the transaction, and the British Culture Secretary recently said she was minded to intervene in the deal, citing concerns about concentrated ownership of media enterprises. What the hell is going on here? The merger has also drawn opposition from organized labor and group consumers. The Writers Guild of America filed its own why are they so vehement about this? What is up? Something's up. And considering everything that's going on now, it makes me think it's political. That's what it makes me think. Post the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this situation. Hurry up and get the deal done. And hashtag restore the Snyderverse. 10 million subscribers. Woo!